The quickness of the decisions and better spacing sticks out to me. So as you see here, this is going to be PNR between Steph and Wemby. It's empty side, and their two best shooters are on the floor in Champagnie and Vassell. So with Vassell in the corner, and that being Shea's man, in this setup, if somebody has to drop, and you're going to see this again later, it's going to be Shea, which is good for multiple reasons for San Antonio, but this ends up being a pick and pop. And again, it's the quickness of the decisions. Now, whether Wemby has the three-point shot going or not on any given night is just kind of hit or miss. Right now, I believe he's 37% in the series, which is really good for him, especially after last night. It was a night where a lot of the Spurs were shooting good, but in game 6, it was just pure confidence. As you see here, look at the shot clock. This is damn near before the camera even gets a chance to flip and show the play. And I wanted to point out here this little play out of Isaiah Hardenstein's handbook, where instead of just handing the ball off, which in this specific scenario would give OKC's defense time to maybe get a better contest, maybe step up a little bit, you'll see Hardenstein do this a lot. He'll drop it under his leg. Steph just drops it behind his back, hits Wemby in rhythm. Once again, zero hesitation. There's 19 seconds on the shot clock. He had absolutely no quarrels about what he came here to do tonight. I beg you to go watch the games he struggled in this series and compare it to this one. Compare the entire San Antonio Spurs energy to this one. It's completely different. He's taken many shots like the one you're about to see, but I feel like the difference is the situation he put OKC in terms of being able to help. So as you see, he's going to tell Vassell to clear out to the corner over there. That means McCain would be helping off this corner. And with Shea on the wing, he actually puts him in position where he maybe picks up a foul. But what I liked most about these type of attempts was him just asserting his dominance, because look how deep in the paint he was. This one was unlike him just catching the ball and waiting and then turning and then going to take a contested shot. He not only gets all the way in, but this is designed to where Champagnie is setting this little back screen on Lou Dort to get their best shooter a corner shot, which he absolutely could have done, but he's also here setting the tone, which he did a great job of in the first quarter after really barely getting any shots in the first half of Game 5. While this is going to be his first miss from 3, I think it's important, and you're going to see later, because by this point, OKC is threatened. They're already beginning to play down, and it's very common sense. I've said it many times in videos. When Wemby has the 3 going, it's not much you can do. Last night was a result of that, and he kept them honest doing things like this. He's made his first 2. He's letting them know he's going to be a quick trigger. That's a really far shot. So off this missed 3, Jared McCain is going to push the pace. He's going to beat Vassell, who then actually tells Keldon Johnson to go to the corner, but they both end up doing it. So if he doesn't stumble and Wemby doesn't cause this turnover here, they're probably in rotation. But once again, quick decisions, quick passing, asserting his will. San Antonio played very fast last night. You see him there clapping for the ball, immediately gets off of it, runs, takes it right back. Get Wemby downhill, good things happen. He gets himself downhill there. This is off of a jump ball. Once again, Wemby has the 3. There's nothing you can do. He's in a rhythm by now, and you see Hardenstein is respecting that. Yeah, this is kind of when you knew it was just that type of night. Unlike the broadcast, I do not have any funny comments about the Nuns. It's more about the 8 3-pointers made in the quarter, which was the most by the Spurs in the playoff quarter since '98. OKC felt every bit of that. As a whole, San Antonio's defense was just completely on point. You see Wemby is starting this possession on Chet. Obviously, they found he could be effective against smaller guys last game, and while Fox has switched onto him, a couple of problems here. That is Wemby holding down this quadrant of the floor. And then Fox has also done a good job making a catch impossible, even though Chet has gotten where he wants. Could have even been a foul there. Meanwhile, McCain is now in hell. He's got to make something work against Wemby. Late clock, that is not going to happen. And look at the speed of the decisions. Wemby is going to take the ball, get it right back, and go straight at Chet. This is something I talked about in the first Thunder and Spurs video. Sometimes, contested or not, he is going to go try to set a tone, especially against Chet. And great time in the game to do this as they're up 13, but also you give OKC's defense absolutely no opportunity to load up. No way to really read what's going on. It's just on the fly. And sometimes you just have to be bigger and more dominant than the competition. Just another play to the keeping the defense honest point. You're going to see camera flip again. They're showing Shea. The shot is already up. Now this one misses. He's shooting it with confidence, and that's about to matter, because on this next play, ball just keeps moving. You see Dylan Harper spins in, and he's got Shea where he wants him. He forces the help, which is going to force a rotation. Carter Bryant, swing. And look at Isaiah Hardenstein. He has to go die on that because they are down 8 points. The entire flow of this game thus far is everyone hitting 3s, including Wemby. And all of a sudden, the fact that you know he's not hesitating tonight pays off. Floater. Quick. Once again, empty side. Fakes the handoff, gets right to his shot. When did OKC have time to do anything? Right after he fakes this handoff, which OKC, you see J-Dub is in a hurry to respect, because that's Vassell going to the corner. You have Dort ready to help on this drive, and then Kaysen, but 17 seconds on the shot clock. He doesn't dribble a bunch, doesn't do a bunch of jabs, just goes straight into the shot, which he's already set up, being confident in his other shots. This one looks a lot more like the rest of the series so far, where you see there's a lot of waiting. San Antonio's kind of walking around. He just gets a 1v1 look, and OKC will live with that. He can make those. But yeah, this is much more the Thunder's pace, because this is just Wemby having to try to create something out of nothing, and he doesn't get too deep into the paint. He has to take a very tough contested fadeaway. Doesn't have any space to drive. You know, they're up 10, so it's a good time to just try to break their spirit with that. And once again, empty side. Instead of just trying to run PNR straight down the middle, which you know OKC is completely prepared for, this situation is either going to send McCain or Shea to the corner with Vassell. Here it's Shea, and look, he is now the guy in position who's going to have to drop and help. Meanwhile, this side is empty. Nobody can load up. Chet has got to respect Champagnie. Even though he's not shooting a ton well this series, you're down 8. You've been playing down 10 pretty much the entire game. You can't really risk threes right now, and this is one of the rare times in the last few games a PNR has actually worked. Game's over by this point, but you see in this situation, the zone is going to cause Jay Will to step over. That leaves Kenrich down there with Wemby, and the Spurs would like nothing more than to have guys those size in the paint by themselves with Wembanyama. We are going to game 7. The San Antonio Spurs did a lot of good things to win this game and send it to 7. Obviously, a historic shooting first quarter helps, but it was deeper than that. There were some adjustments, but I think the biggest one was playing very fast, Wemby being very aggressive. Because if you look at a lot of these buckets again, it wasn't a ton of different things. It wasn't them just magically figuring out how to off-ball screen for him. It was him just asserting his will with the ball and not taking 5 or 6 seconds to figure out what he wants to do. That is the I run this shit version of Wembanyama that they're going to need in game 7. I think my main concern watching this game was, will they have that same energy on the road for a game 7 in OKC, which we will be doing a watch party for in Discord. So check the link below for that. We've done a couple of those this season. It is the Couch Gamers Discord. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't imagine this is going to be any different. So make sure to join up. Also hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell next to my name if you want notifications every time a new video drops, and let me know who you think is going to win game 7.